perhaps taking the victory on Sunday. Remember, they only have 11 more chances to get that win and get into the top 30 in points, and this is one of those races they have circled on the calendar, Mike.
And that's an important point, Jamie, because this is a wild card race. Certain drivers who might not be up front every week will coming right out of the pits up the hill.
Wow, smoke already.
It's never good when you're smoking leaving pit road.
Wow.
Oh, and it's obviously something.
Yeah, he's
fluid.
set.
Give me an update on what you got. Like grease in here or something. They said they're dumping oil here.
Hopefully just something left loose and not a failure.
See you all the way around every track that we go to. I really think that those areas that they're talking about, unless there's an incident there,
I'll tell you, the longer I'm here, the more I'm just amazed. There was a jackrabbit crossing the track. Not anymore. Some of it is on the left front of Kyle Busch's car, who saw the jackrabbit and tried to avoid it. You see the smear there. Oh, yeah. So the caution is out. Kyle was second fastest on that lap.
well, the bad news is he hit the jackrabbit. The good news is it could have been a deer.
Bob Jeffrey, who was Tony Stewart's spotter, and no worries, I'm thinking that this was smoke at the beginning, because that's what Bob's biggest worry was for this practice is, I've got to go to, there's Jimmy McMurray, I've got to go look at McMurray's car to make sure he's not Bass Pro, because that's one of our sponsors. The Mobil 1 this weekend is on the floor. He says it can be really troubling sometimes with all the different sponsors that we have on our Stewart House cars.
Well, thank you for getting me off the hook there, man.
You got it, Bubba.
Temporarily. Don't call me Bubba. In fact, you don't call anybody Bubba.
You don't know me that well.
Unless you've been on the pole for 2 of the last 3 races here.
He's about to be on the tires.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll decipher that for you in just a second. But Tony Stewart, he's fired up. He's coming off Michigan, his first top 10. He feels like he can win this race. Now, Tony's latest feedback was some corners feel like there isn't a spring in it, and others feel okay. But overall, really no grip is his feedback.
Thank you. We heard Tony Stewart's radio comment about what happened, and we're not going to play it.
Well, but you play, you're coming. So you can get in here.
That was early.
Early apex.
And then what happens is once you correct, there's no room for errors. We've talked about during this session, and maybe even a little bit of rubber built up on that outer groove there. And when he got outside the groove, it just took him right off into the dirt. But he did a good job of recovering here.
You know what he did? He stayed in the gas, man. You saw the rear tires. I mean, he kept digging. He got to get out of there. Get out of there.
Which is Ryan Blaney. Watch this coming up the hill after the pit straight. Locking him up.
Oh, that's not going to be good on the other end either.
No, but this could.
Whoa, somebody's off wide off of turn 10.
Got way off in turn number 10 and heads for pit road. Matt?
And Mike, looking back on the 21 of Ryan Blaney, remember, he's never raced here in anything, and he's done so much work on the simulation at the Ford Tech Center in Concord. He uses that a lot.
7th on the list are 3 of those 5 drivers hoping for 4 spots. There's Kyle Busch's off-course excursion.
DW, there must be a lot more grip out there in the dirt than I thought. I mean, anytime I've ever seen a car go off like that, I thought they went straight in the wall.
Have those Toyotas to go, though. How much do they have left in the bank?
So Allmendinger from Los Gatos, down south of San Jose, about an hour and a half from here, but this is his home racetrack. AJ Allmendinger at the top, Tony Stewart 6th. And here's Carl Edwards. Martin Truex just rolled, as did Kyle Busch.
A little bit behind Allmendinger, coming through the S's here.
Carl's car looks good, though.
Boy, it does. Look at him gaining the back right here as he goes into fast right-hander, turn 10. Boy, that car looks solid there. And it's going to be all about how he executes turn 11. Oh, yeah, look at that car turn. Wow, see, that's what Allmendinger did not have right there. Look at him gain time.
Where he really picks it up, coming back.
He's going to get it. Boy, Allmendinger would love to have turn 11 over again.
Edwards by...
He's just flirting with it. Look at how close and tight these AJ's known to be super aggressive. He didn't get a very good start at all. Carl really got a good launch. I expected AJ to be leading by turn 3. Maybe it's going to be turn 7.
Into turn 4, and look at this line, up and over the berm. Don't hit that wall, and get going for turn 7.
Look at Carl Edwards put on the big block to AJ Allmendinger. He got a good run off of turn 4.
Jeff, I think Carl knows if I can hold AJ off a little bit here, maybe a lap, I can get away from him.
I agree, and I think that's why AJ Allmendinger swing through these S's, the flowing S's off of turn 8, downhill, fast right-hander or left-hander in turn 9 into turn 10. This is it right here. This is a big move right here for AJ to get a run on Carl. He wants to get that lead early.
He's just not going to be able to do it. He's not up alongside of Carl. Carl's going to hold him off here. First gear. All the way to first. Accelerating hard out that corner.
Edwards leads the first lap side by side for third, and Kurt pulled to a stop near turn 8, trying to get the car fired. That has all the looks of
electrical fire. Yeah, something electrical in the car caught on fire. I mean, that smoke like that, electrical fire like that, will choke you to death.
He was running 18th.
Obviously, he's had a frustrating year, and this was one that I think he thought he might be able to break out of that frustration, but obviously not.
Happened. Off 11. Coming back. The white flag waves. 1 to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
This is the closest Hamlin's been in a few laps.
I tell you, I think Hamlin's going to pounce. If he's got anything, Tony better not do what he did in the 7 this time, or he's in trouble.
Try to dive him down here.
Still working him.
Not close enough. Nope.
Tony's right where he needs to be, man.
Let's see if he can make a gain. It's all about getting off this corner. He gets in there good. Oh, he missed it a little bit.
Be ready for the dive.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's wheel hopping. He's going to hit him.
Hamlin is there.
He hit him.
Oh, he got him.
No.
It's not on.
Denny got in there and wheel hopped. I didn't think he meant for that to happen, but then he made contact with Tony. I think Tony was also pretty loose getting in there.
Well, that was what happened to Tony lap before. You know, when he got loose in the 7 and that allowed Hamlin to close up.
Hey, this thing's not over, guys. Watch what happens into turn 11 in this heavy braking zone.
2 more corners. Hamlin trying to pull away.
Close enough.
I think Tony used up his stuff. I mean, we knew he was having, you know,
Here we go.
car.
Stewart inside. He is there. He gets Hamlin. They hit. And Stewart comes off turn 11.
Yes.
He's coming to the flag. Tony Stewart.
How did that happen? Are you kidding me?
That's fun. We started our season in Daytona with an unbelievable side-by-side finish. Denny Hamlin stealing the lead from Matt Kenseth and beating Martin Truex by fractions of a second. And
Get better every week. I'm really proud of everybody on this deal.
we
Just
finished
keep going, guys.
with a spectacular finish.
Wow.
He just made the chase right
2
there.
drivers who both refused to lose on the last lap.